Welcome to Caregiver Matters. I haven't posted any videos in a while, so I'm going to put up three short videos today on three different topics that I noticed when I was reading last month's AARP Bulletin. So the first thing I want to say is, if you're not a member of AARP, but you are 50 or older, or your spouse is 50 or older, you really should sign up. AARP, the bulletin itself is very helpful, but they offer a lot of different services, lots of information on their website about health and healthcare and long-term care and employment issues and all that stuff relative to those of us who are in our 50s and older. So I don't know if you've seen the commercials where they say, if you don't think AARP is for you, then you don't know AARP. But they're right. So check it out. So I'm going to talk about the first issue that they talked about last month that I found interesting, which was the suicide rates being at a 30-year high because of this lingering financial crisis. And in particularly vulnerable groups for those suicide risks are baby boomers and millennials. So millennials, obviously, getting out of college, saddled with enormous debt. How do you make a life for yourself with that debt? Having to live with your parents, that can be very depressing. But not being financially independent really is what's depressing about that. And baby boomers, obviously, because we're looking at retirement in the near future, and we may have lost quite a bit of our assets and are still trying to get it back, or we might have lost our job and are unable to find a new job, and so we might be chronically unemployed, and that can bring its own kind of stress and depression. So if you or someone you know is struggling with financial stress, employment stress, it's important to talk about it for yourself so that you don't start thinking it's hopeless, and for them so that they don't feel like they're alone, right? So that's just something to think about. Be open to talking about these things and know that there's a real risk out there for people to be so hopeless that they give up. And that's very sad when that happens. Suicide is always very sad, and we want to prevent that. And the best way to prevent it is to take it seriously and to talk about it. So that's the topic for this video. Not a very cheerful one, but I think it's important for us to be mindful that times are tough. And when times are tough, people make desperate choices. And so we can support them and try to prevent those choices. So that's all for now. Like I said, I'll be posting 2 more videos today, but in the meantime, until we meet again, please take care of yourself, because you are the most important person in your life.